All right. Just told me we're being recorded.
We're being recorded.
That's what I got.
We'll just let Joe Bob jump in whenever he's available, if he's available.
Fashionably late.
I ain't worried about it.
You text him?
He's not as fashionably late as Jake Hodge was for that 114 light.
Oh no.
Sorry, son.
Dude, it took me so long.
He's
to
not
realize-
watching, so it won't matter.
It took me so long to realize when I was videoing that run to realize that Noah was red. And I'm still like, oh my God. And then I look back and I'm like, oh, Noah's red. I thought Noah dropped him or Jake dropped him. I'm like, oh, that didn't happen. I'm like, oh, now I'm less impressed.
All right, Andrew, fire us up, man.
All right. Guys, welcome back to another episode of Dialed In with Jake and Zach. Oh, fuck.
Oh, is that so cool?
I'll get this fixed at some point. I'll get it right.
Did we catch up to how many shows they had?
I really don't know. No, they had a few.
Good.
Guys, welcome to On the Chip Live. I'm AD, aka the MILF man. I've got no voice from this weekend. Joined here today by Grandpappy, of course, of Corona League, Bob Welsh, Blaze Ray Eye. Joe Bob Foley is here in spirit. And guys, today we got a pretty special, and I mean special, guest this week.
Oh God.
Yeah, I mean we got number one driver of the short bus right here. 2016 IHRA Stock Eliminator World Champion, Gator National Super Stock winner, big time Wally holder.
Oh,
Drag
God.
Illustrated 30 under 30 honoree.
It's because they felt
And
bad for me.
And all around Florida man. We got Dirty Dick / Dirty Stash Dan Young in the building. Team Lucas Oil. After a pretty decent outing, actually, making his transition from stock eliminator racing, super stock, class racing, whatever you want to call it, country club racing, over into the big money foot brake scene. Got down to 4 cars this weekend at the BTE 250K Labor Day. Not the big race, he ain't that special.
No.
But in Sunday's event, yeah, that's about it from my end. Let's let everybody go.
Man, that's a heck of a resume. I had no idea who we had on here. Jeez.
We got an all-star. How have you
No.
not been on any good shows?
I've been on a few, but I'm a has-been now, so they kind of push me to the side whenever they feel bad for somebody.
Twitch streamer extraordinaire, Fortnite.
Oh, yeah.
Killer.
That's where I'm sitting now. That's what I got the camera like. This is the same deal when I stream. So all I had to do is sit down and put the headset on. Figure it'd be better than my my webcam shit. But
Everybody's favorite weeaboo. If anybody
I'm
gets
trying.
that, then.
I'm trying to keep my background very contained, so I don't expose myself too hard.
So
You expose yourself with your tattoos. It's okay.
You ain't gotta look at them. It's fine. It's only on my wrist. It's fine. Nobody's looking. It's cool.
So you're from Florida. So when you go down and visit Key West with that mustache, do all the guys hit on you?
Yeah,
Bob.
usually, especially going during that week.
Bob, are you
What?
live? Because I'm not getting any notifications or showing up that you're live, bud.
I got it on here. I
We're
think I got
live,
it up.
bud.
Yeah, my thing said we
Right.
were live.
Yeah, I got it.
we're live.
I got it.
Yeah, find a damn thing.
I really hope, because I actually thought that intro went
Pretty well.
semi-okay. God bless her.
Yeah.
I heard that I heard you're changing your class for the super stock car. What do you run this 2022 season? GTYMCA?
GTYMCA. I'm actually probably gonna run GT next weekend. That'd be great though if I could put that in the car. I'd probably get crucified if I did that.
Yeah, NHRA doesn't have a sense of humor. We know this
Well,
already.
I still have the because the front numbers on the front of the Firebird are jacked up, so I didn't put the foot brake thing on top of that one because I know I'm gonna take it off. And I'm sitting
Yeah.
there looking at it and I'm like, if I put it on the car this next weekend at ZMAX, I said, wouldn't be a bad idea. But I'm sure somebody be like, what the hell was that? I'm like, I'm just coming here for the weekend. Other than that, I don't give a shit. No, man, it's. Oh, I gotta take the car.
What kind of car do you drive?
I got a 95 Camaro running super stock, and then I got that orange 96 Firebird that used to be a stalker, and now it's a foot brake car because it's gonna be just all our bracket car. I'm gonna put a box in it eventually. I don't top wall brace at all. I literally top wall brace like once a year, and that's it. And I'm like mediocre at best. But I was tired of racing 8 times a year. So I was like, we had the other car and I wasn't really racing it. So we took all the stalker shit out of it and sold it. And now all of a sudden it's I raced it. I've only have 2 races and I raced it at Piedmont, Loose Rocker race, and then the foot brake or the 250K. And it's still definitely a work in progress. I'm still figuring shit out that works and doesn't work. But it's done halfway decent so far. It's all right. It's a heat. I mean, I like to beat on. I mean, I already got like 60 runs on the motor and it's only been like 2 races. But no, that's what I got now.
Something like that.
I wish you guys could have seen the last few rounds
Oh,
on Sunday.
I was just texting Landon Stahl about that. He goes, "You better mention me." He goes, I was skipping out on my job because Landon Stahl was working the lanes there, and then he ended up helping. But it was when you're racing a bracket car on gas, it is, and you're doubled. It is not good at all.
It's not necessarily a gas problem. It is a gas problem, yes. But when you are a newbie transitioning stock eliminator to bracket racer,
Yep.
And you have to have 3 to 4 fans blowing on the car at the same time, pouring ice water on it just to cool it down, trying to get everything. I tried to donate my OnlyFans. Metaphorically, it wouldn't work. But no, we're in the lanes. I mean, everyone's like, the bad part is that they had to wait on Dan a few times to come into the lanes. And shout out to Jake Hodge and them because they actually held up some shit to get you into the lanes. And then after that, Dan said, fuck going back to the trailer. He went straight to the head of the lanes. And everyone was just meeting there with generators and fans and everything. You would have thought that it was a round robin stock eliminator race.
It damn
what
near
was going on. There were probably 15 people over there trying to cool the car down.
Dude, it was funny. Every time I pulled up in there, I felt like it was like a NASCAR pit stop. I had people on each side. I'm like, what the hell is this? But it was, I mean, like, I honestly probably didn't need, like, I probably could have just used the fan, but I didn't want to kill the fan anymore. I did because I would usually just shut the fan off and then use the fans we put on top there. But because I remember I was sitting in the lanes, I looked at Tucker or something. I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna need, if I win this, well, I already had the one entry and I was like, I'm gonna need the fans. Like, after
shout out to Manmur Barbershop. Speaking of Tucker, they're beautiful.
See, I saw him wearing that shirt the other day. I didn't think anything of it.
If you'd also like a custom beautiful logoed shirt and stuff, hit me up.
I could
you know a guy?
I could use a haircut, man. I can't find anywhere to get a haircut. It's long. My shit's stripped.
Hey, Playboy magazine named them top 10 in the nation for men's haircuts in the US.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and that's legit. That's no bullshit.
Yeah,
Who was that? The beautiful.
The beautiful.
Oh my Lord.
That's why he's the beautiful.
We were dealing with somebody so big time.
Yeah. I mean, if they were outside top 10, he'd just be I guess probably the okay.
Man. Now he'd still be beautiful. Like, let's face it, that dude's hair is just on point.
But no, they and also got to give Dan credit too, because amongst all this fuckery with the cooling situation, he was also the last man doubled in the whole event. So despite, even with trying to keep the car cool, he was also doing it twice.
Dude,
in the rounds.
Is that stalker stock legal setup right now?
Oh yeah, like well, the fiber that I was running there.
No.
Wait, what are you talking about? Because
no, the
car you were running there at the foot brake.
Okay.
No,
yes. Well, no. So right now, no, it is not stock legal because I took the class motor out of it and the metric 200 out of it, and I sold the metric 200. I still have the LT1, the class motor, so I still have like a backup motor for the other car. But putting that thing together was the biggest pain in the ass I have ever worked on, because you would think an LT1 that's just pretty much a small block and a 406 small block, which are pretty much the same thing in my eyes, would be the same thing. Absolutely not. I had to do everything I could to not put a motor plate and a mid plate in that thing. So me and this guy Mike that I know welded these like almost stockish mounts to put the motor in, and then once we put it in, there's no room for a shifter. I bought it was a big I had put so much work in this thing just to get it to run before Piedmont.
Is the LT1 still fuel injected, or is it?
Yes, it's still fuel injected. Yeah, and
so it has an Opti in it, or
no. So the one in there now, thank God, has a regular distributor. The OptiSpark is the worst thing ever created. I don't care what anybody says.
yes.
I had one cost me a Jegs All Stars. I've had one. I was at Rockingham one year and I went through the finish line and I'm like, oh cool. And I look down, I have 0 oil pressure. I'm like, oh my God. And then I'm like, wait, the car's not running. And then I get off and it's every time they ever break or the cap falls out, when you spin them over, they do that dum dum dum. And I'm just like, and you gotta take the water pump off, you gotta take the balancer off. And I'm like,
it's like the worst possible design ever. Who puts an electronic ignition component right behind and below the water pump?
I know. And when I bought, because I try to buy the MSD ones now, and they're like this, because they're really good. They're really good stuff. But like, I've learned now to take the fucking cap off, take the actual cap inside, take the 2 screws, put Loctite on them, and put them back in. Because every time I've had an issue, nothing breaks. The fucking stupid ass screws just back out, and the cap falls, and that's it. Every time. And I'm like,
terrible design.
Every time I ever had, because I have spares now, because it doesn't happen often, but like when it does happen, oh no, hell no, I'll grab the other one and put it right back in there.
It's great. I hope Jason Lawrence is watching right now because we have a resident EFI racer. That's what he does.
Oh no.
This man talks so much shit about EFI this weekend. It's not even funny. He's so happy to finally have a 1969 tech in a carburetor on this fire.
100%.
Someone tag him and let him know that we're talking EFI right now.
I'll put him in the
anti-EFI.
I got the comments up. Somebody said I look like Shabs.
Yeah.
Dude, I had Michael Beard or somebody tell me that I'm an East Coast Shabs, and I'm like, because
Shabs is East Coast.
It
was Michael Beard. It was Michael Beard because he told me that.
Because I had my Gleghorn shirt on, and he's like, "You're an East Coast." Well, Shabs is like middle now. He used to be East Coast Shabs in Florida, but then he moved to Texas, so now he's like South Central Shabs. But he
or someone just call him Shabs because that's who he is.
Tucker wants to know where the header bolt's at, man.
That is on Tucker Creech's fucking motor. We were at Elk Creek, and his motor, dude, he was bringing it up, and it's pop, 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 because there's a huge exhaust leak. And he goes, yeah, man.
Sounds like my shit.
So he talked about it breaking up at Bristol. So then we get to Elk Creek, and it's bad. I mean, it's bad. I can't believe it's not doing it on the track. So then he lifts the hood up, and I look over, and there's a header bolt missing. And then I touch the other header bolt, and the other header bolt is completely loose, not doing anything. Like the whole last tube on the passenger side is doing nothing at all, not sealing a thing.
This sounds like my shit because, dude, my car right now, I finally went and replaced them. But before I had header bolts from Bruce Holland, Josh Duggins, Dawson Putman. I had every par dragster at Carolina Dragway. I have a header bolt from every single one of them on my shit until recently. So.
Dude, and I felt good because I'm sitting there, I'm like, because I was leaving, because when I was at Elk Creek, I lost second round to Sexton, and I turned red, and I could have bought back, and I was raced out. I'm like, fuck this shit, I'm going home. So I told Tucker, I'm like, dude, I had an extra header bolt. I'm like, I'll take one off mine and give it to you. I'm like, here, I don't give a shit. So he put it on there. I said, start it. If it stops popping, and put it on there. And then because the whole passenger side header bolts were all loose. There was like 2 that were tight. So we tightened them all, and we checked the whole side. He starts up, didn't pop again. I was like, I said, if it runs consistent all of a sudden, I said, you're good to go.
It's always my passenger side too.
Dan looked like he was wearing a memorial shirt at Walmart with like, yeah.
Hold on,
yeah,
I gotta get this chat shit pulled up.
Well, I figured I'd prepare ahead of time. But yeah, no, we fixed it. He said he ran it, but then he said like later rounds it started popping again. I'm like, well, I guess I was good. My header bolt was good enough for a few rounds. But
There's off next time. They flow a lot better.
I know exactly. You ain't have to worry about all that other crap. You ain't got to worry about exhaust leaks. Nothing. It's just straight
No
out.
gasket, nothing. Just get that shit out of there.
I gotta
It was-
know how the whole towing of the garbage can thing came about.
Oh
If
no.
anybody hasn't seen it, the video's on our page, right, Andrew?
That's a short one.
Oh my god! I got on the page.
That
the
shit
video?
went on
Oh,
for
no.
2.5 hours, and there was a lot more videos of it. But
Oh, so we're
So
sitting
this
there.
was
and-
at the World Foot Brake Challenge.
yes.
that,
this is-
that's hold on. That's allegedly.
yeah.
Maybe, yeah. So
We're standing there, and I was already.
This
I
happened
was
in
already.
Mexico.
Yeah, I was well into the Crown bottle and a few bush. Like we were into the night a little while, and I'm standing there and I'm looking at these trash cans and I'm looking at one of the mechanics' golf cart. I'm like, I want to ride that bitch. I said I need to ride that thing. So we took the trash can. We took one of the trash cans, poured it into the other one. I don't know what was in that trash can. It smelled like absolute death. I don't even think we used that one. I think we said fuck it and moved to the other one. And
Oh,
I
it was
grabbed
Blackwater for sure.
it was disgusting. It was like you could probably walk 20 feet away and still smell the shit. It was terrible. So then I don't even know. I guess we grabbed another one, and I told Jonathan, I'm like, hey man, grab a strap and hook me up behind the golf cart and tow me. Well, little we know, the fucking the wheel on the one side just kept coming off. But then I ended up pulling the axle out of it and having him hook up to it. And next thing I know, I'm going down I guess you want to call it return road down Bristol. Being towed behind the mechanic's golf cart, and it was one of the most sketchiest things I've probably done, because I'd be like, whoa, stop, and then he just fucking floors it, and I'm like, the wheel's gonna come off, it's gonna catch, I'm gonna die. I just see it happen. Like all I saw was me, the wheel coming off, the corner catching, and the trash can staying there, and the rest of me going the rest of the way. But thank God it didn't. But I was the only one that did it. I couldn't get anybody else to do it. But alcohol was definitely a very key factor in making that happen. But I mean, hell, if they would have had like a big plastic skid pad, I probably would have sat on that too. Oh no.
Oh yeah,
Oh, no.
and also
Joe Bob's joined us.
I just seen it.
This is the this show is trashy enough that yes, I did just take a piss live.
I deadass. I had myself muted because I joined, and I was doing the same thing as it joined me. So
Oh,
Kinda
Joe
had
Bob.
to.
Dude,
Oh yeah,
why didn't
Time
you
the show's
take
recorded.
why
Oh
didn't
my.
you take McCandless's inflatable couch and throw on there and just ride
Okay.
it?
he
down like
actually didn't even get it out of the fucking
Dude,
box.
I was sad
They got a
about
new
that.
one. They got a sectional now.
I was sad about that. He talked about it, and we never inflated it the entire weekend.
Yeah.
I'm like,
that
I'm
was
like,
the
dude,
first thing we brought up.
That's
That was one of the
AD's
first things we
bed.
talked about.
AD either sleeps on the golf cart or on that. That's all
Oh,
there is
hold
to
on.
it.
oh my! If you can
We have
find
a
the
new one.
picture, dude,
We have a
this
new
man
one.
will sleep anywhere. He'll sleep on a golf cart, and then we were in Piedmont. We were in Piedmont for the Loose Rocker race, and we're all drinking till like 4 a.m. Me, this person we just met named Nick, who apparently likes to swallow wrenches.
That was the possum guy.
yeah, the possum
Everyone knows
guy.
the possum guy. I mean, he
Okay.
stinks.
Possum guy. Andrew, in the mechanic's motorhome, between the driver's seats up front, is sitting in between him with his nuts in his hand. He had a can or a little thing of almonds and fucking nuts.
It was a Christmas nut mix from 2020,
He
and no
passed,
one's eaten them yet. So I mean, I had to do my civic duty.
dude. He falls asleep there, and Nick grabs the can out of his hands, and he's just. And I wake up in the morning, and I'm like, "Yo, did you sleep there all night?" He goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "How are you okay?" I'm like, "You're poor Nick, because dog, you were."
Yo, you should see how I
straight
sleep at home.
slumped. I could, dude. There's no way I could. But that was, and then the video I took. All you hear is Wheeler Walker Jr. the "Fuck You Bitch" song playing in the background as he's pulling the can of nuts out of your hand, and I'm like, oh damn, it's a bad day when you fall asleep with your nuts in your hand.
See, this weekend I found I have a new Drew sleep story. From
Wait, you did something this weekend?
yeah.
Did I miss
So-
this?
Maybe
Oh
so-
no.
I had it set up. I will say this was the first weekend that I did not I stayed up late every night with everyone, but with my throat the way it's been, it was just too much. I couldn't even finish a beer after starting Friday night and on.
If you hold on to the base, he won't get in so far, AD.
What? Oh yeah, you're right. Now you're the 19th person to make this joke to me. So, anyways, I felt, but the first night, getting there, everyone else got trashed Wednesday night, apparently.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Completely. And so I had to get trashed by myself Thursday night.
Can I give that rundown?
Oh, say
Go ahead. We've been waiting.
we need a recap of Joe's Wednesday night because we were all there.
Okay,
I
so
wasn't there.
Wednesday night, I roll in with the motorhome. It had to have been what, 9:30, 10 o'clock?
Oh, we're starting. Oh, I know we're starting now. Okay, yeah.
No, we're starting from the
We're
rip.
starting from the top. From the top. Yeah.
So first thing that happens, I park the motorhome trailer, and the McCandlesses and Daniel pull up, and they're like, "Hey, heading to dinner." I'm like, "Fuck yes, it's late. I'm starving. Let's go." So we go to dinner, and first off, we went the most bumfuck back road way you could ever think of through Bristol, Tennessee. McCandless almost killed us about 9 times. Get to dinner. We've got this waitress that is obviously flirting with us, but she's a solid 2 out of 10, and her tits might be touching her kneecaps right now.
If you reduce your fractions, that's a 1 out of 5.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dude.
And so we sit there and we're talking all night, and we're just talking shit about this poor girl. We eat, and we all decide we want to make a bet. Everybody's got to leave their phone numbers, and whoever she texts loses. Well, I think she caught on because she didn't text a single one of us after flirting with us the entire time we were there.
It was total bullshit. And
oh yeah, Dan, tell me she didn't want to fuck.
Oh, 100%. She was coming to our table, and like you know when you're sitting somewhere and somebody talks to you and they have this weird pause, like they want to say more or something, or like they don't want to leave. She was doing that all fucking night, and she was just saying shit, and then like I was sitting
she just
there.
Wanted you motherfuckers to leave so you could give her a good tip.
No, she wasn't letting
She
us
had-
leave.
She was not. And then I come to find out my mom was there. She told her that like she knew me because that's what she didn't get kicked out or anything like that. I think. Oh, I'm not wearing. She still has the cup from the fuck Drake's. This isn't the cup, but she ended up taking the cup. But she's like, oh yeah, he's so nice, blah blah. Blah. I'm like, I said like 2 words to you. You forgot all of our fucking drinks. You gave us lukewarm fucking Fireball.
Oh yeah, that's a big one. I said, hey, start this weekend off right. Let me get a shot of Fireball for everybody here. She goes, okay. I said, first thing though, they've got to be chilled. Warm Fireball sucks. And she looks at me and she goes, well, okay, Ethel, simmer down. So she goes, I mean, I think we can do that. I'm like, no, I know you can do that. It's literally just chilling a shot. She goes, oh, yeah, we can do that. Not a problem. She brings them over. She goes, 4 chilled Fireball shots. They were warmer than piss.
Oh, it was disgusting. As soon as it touched my tongue, I was like, well, that's not chilled. I said, that's depressing.
So, okay, we'll skip forward. We'll skip to
absolutely
chapter 2.
no chill.
No chill.
Literally,
none.
Not at all.
So we skip to chapter 2. We get back to the track, and they were playing Uno in G-Dub's motorhome. So we're like, hey, sounds like fun. We roll over there. We didn't realize it was 12 people deep in an Uno game.
Oh, yeah.
So we're like, all right, cool. Well, they turned it into a drinking game. Every time a color got changed on you, a wild card, a +2, anything like that, you had to drink. So we're all drinking, having a good time. And next thing we know, we switched to the practice tree. And we did this practice tree deal where, if you lost, you had to drink this, that, and the other. So we did that for a good few hours. Next thing I know, we walk outside and we keep drinking. We're having a good time. And Donovan's like, hey, me and Gage are sleeping in my trailer tonight. Well, the Chevy 2 was still in the trailer.
Oh, no.
So it's 4:45 in the morning. Donovan fires the bitch up. open the back door. We drive it out of the trailer, drive it right up next to the trailer. So, hey, here's the main question. Daniel, what was our reasoning for walking to the starting line? Because that was a fucking hike.
Wait, the first night?
We took pictures as the sun was coming up.
Oh. Wait, fuck, I don't even remember why we walked there. All I know is, oh
And
my
I put in
god.
my post that this is more of an in the pits recap of the Labor Day 250K.
So who even won the
Then-
race? You guys even
Well,
remember?
we're going to get in that. I mean,
Oh, we'll get there. We'll get.
yeah, we're going to get there.
Wait,
Don't
so
worry,
how-
because I do want to touch on that because
not
it
even-
is a big deal.
Wait,
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. How did we even get there?
I have no idea. We walked to the starting line, which
I
we were
don't-
parked at the ticket booth.
I don't
So we
remember
walked-
how we got there.
I have no idea. So all I know is we're on the starting line. We're taking pictures of the sun coming up at 6:30.
Oh, I got
Well-
this. I got a good one. I gotta add on to this, dude. So it is Uno games, everything. We try to go to Waffle House at 6 a.m. We roll into a Waffle House. It was right. We sat there and said, if it's within 5 miles, we'll go. And the Google Maps, according to Joe, whoever the fuck it was, said it was
Me.
5.6. But then you pull it up and it's like 7. So we ended up going anyways. We get there, and it says we're good for online ordering, but the lobby's not open. I said, and we all turn around the back. And I will add, en route, I was the best DJ for Joe here. I won't lie. Me and Joe share a good mutual with Suicide Boys, and I watched him rap to me it's a hard like section of rapping. And 7 a.m. him and I both are practically passed out in the back seat of
Yeah, I was
the McCandless
asleep.
dually, and he's just sitting there just knocked out and then just rapping the whole thing without missing a single word. How
And then
he
went
did
right
it,
back to sleep.
yeah, how he did it, no clue. Because then we damn near got to the Waffle House and we're both in the back sleeping, and I'm like, huh? And then go ahead.
When we pulled into this Waffle House, the sun was up. It wasn't rising. It was up.
Oh yeah. And when we got back to the go ahead.
Jason McCandless said that you guys are totally fucking up his timeline.
How out of order for telling this? Shut up, Jason. He was sober,
Jason-
so he knows
Yeah,
he
he
remembers
might know.
everything.
He's 6 energy drinks fucking deep at this point.
Yeah, him and Britt Sinclair. Oh wow, we really are fucking up the timeline of this. So we're all we're all sitting there playing Uno, and Britt Sinclair and Jason are both the only people who are sober and not drinking, and everybody else is taking drinks of beer, Bush, whatever, anything that they could find that was alcohol.
Shout out to Britt Sinclair for being the drunkest sober person of all time.
That's
That's
fact.
facts.
So,
Facts.
but continue.
And every time they would have to drink or whatever, he would take a shot of his drink of his Monster or whatever the fuck Jason was drinking. I think it was a Bang or something.
Yeah, they
But-
had bangs and monsters, and it's 4 a.m.
Yeah, either way, we got back. I remember I took a video on my
Jason
phone.
Jason McCandless drinks energy drinks like a recovering cokehead.
Oh yeah.
They go to a practice free race with about 47 monsters in the motorhome fridge. No fucks
Yeah.
given.
Dude,
There's 7 left.
when I flung open the fucking fridge when we were there, oh my god, there's a whole row, damn near 2 rows of bangs. And if I have a
Yep.
bang, oh my god, dude, no way.
Jittering.
Like I'll drink monsters, I'll drink 5 energies. Because I was on my way home, I had a pop of 5 energy that did absolutely nothing for the first time ever, and I still fell asleep. But
I
Yeah.
fell asleep on the way home and had to call Dave. I'm like, hey, I'm about to wreck your shit. No lie, going down Fancy Gap. We need to have a conversation. Just in case.
fancy, oh no, dude,
It wasn't good.
I fell asleep about midnight. Yeah, no, wait, hold on, we gotta finish the story. Hold on.
Mhm.
But yes, I had a video of myself getting out of their dually at the track. It was 7:15 in the morning. No one's gone to sleep yet because it was like 4 in the morning, and I got tired a little bit, and I was laying there, and then all of a sudden everybody's like, "Hey, let's go outside and let's talk." And we started going outside, drinking, throwing boiler bullshit, and
The bowl started getting passed around slightly.
yeah, and then what's his face? Fuck. When we got there, I'm like, oh no. And we ended up getting into your motorhome at like 7:30.
Yep.
And the whole time I have to change a converter in the car the next day. Well, that day.
Yeah, I felt like a total dick because I wasn't getting up with you.
Oh, I didn't care because oh my God, I love Britt to death, but he had an alarm that went off for 15 minutes. He
I
never
heard it.
woke up, dude. And I'd hear him like rustle and roll over, and then I'm like, he's gonna silence it. Yeah, he has to.
Got to.
No, he just kept laying there. And I'm like, if he doesn't silence it next, I'm gonna get up and shut it off. I'm like, but then by the time that happens, it was brighter than dick inside the motorhome, and I'm like, well, I'm already up. I'm not going back to sleep. So I put on my dirty ass clothes, walked down, and I walked to the trailer because your scooter was up there. I didn't want to take your scooter and Britt. I don't even know how Britt got up there, but I didn't want to take y'all shit. So I walked all the way down to the trailer,
And
I'm like,
let's just put that in perspective. If you've ever been to Bristol, I was parked at the 1,000-foot mark on the left side of the track on the top of the hill. He was parked at the 1,000-foot mark on the right side of the track down the hill. So
Oh,
he
yeah.
had to make the full U-turn.
it was not the whole way there. I'm like, this fucking sucks. This fucking
Am I the only
sucks.
one who lost connection just now, by the way?
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
yes, you
good.
were.
Yeah, me
Yes,
and
you
Joe
were.
we were having a great time. It
You
was
Great
guys had
banter
to-
right now.
You guys had to race this day, or there's no racing this day?
well,
That was the first gambler's race.
yeah, we didn't have to race because our thought process was at 4 a.m. Fuck it, it's fine. We race at 6 p.m. Who gives a shit? We're fine. As long because my thought process was I'm like, as long as I get to make 1 or 2 runs with a new converter before the actual race, I don't care what happens. It's fine. And it was about 10:30. I think I got started about 10:30. And my plan was to just because I had a 9-inch FTI converter behind this 406 small block and a power glide, and it was tighter than shit. It was terrible. It was absolutely awful. It was going 680s, and it should probably right now go with whenever I have it right, it should probably go 640s, 630s down here. But I wanted to just slide it back and then just pull the converter out and then slap the other one. Nah, wasn't gonna happen. I tried everything. And I ended up pulling the whole transmission down, taking the converter out, putting the new Abruzzi, because the Abruzzi one I had shipped there, because they called me on like Monday before Bristol, and they said, hey, your converter's on, and I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, well, I don't trust it being at my house in time before I leave. I said, just ship it to Bristol. And it wasn't there at like 3 or 4 o'clock Tuesday. So then, or Wednesday, whatever the fuck it was. But then
We
it ended
didn't
up
see it
showing-
in the window at 6 in the morning either.
yeah,
We checked
no.
for it.
But somehow by 10:30 in the morning, there was a converter there. I don't care how it happened there, but it ended up getting there. And I slapped it in there. Phil Combs helped me help me teach a trick about putting the tranny back on the jack by yourself. And we slapped it back up in there, and away we went. and it was fun. I mean, I got a few hits after that, and then I don't even remember how I did in the gamblers. I lost like second or third round. I got absolutely dick kicked. Oh no, not the popo.
There's 5 of them. I don't know what I fucked up.
You
Hey,
must
has
do
anyone
something.
heard from Chris Mancini lately?
I am in Pennsylvania.
Where's Jeff at?
That's a
Oh,
more
shit.
important question.
I was supposed to text him and tell him what bar we were going to tonight. Whoops. My bad.
I was
That's
just saying.
you're more in the
If they-
vicinity of Jeff than you are of Mancini. I'd be more worried
Yeah.
for him.
Hey,
Yeah,
Oh,
Jeff
they don't-
texted me, asked him where we were drinking tonight.
if they don't serve Keystone, he's not there.
And Jeff's
I
got
got
a little bit of FQ money right now.
Oh yeah. If I see Jeff Sarah at a national event, oh my hell's freezing over.
So I have to get out of my dually the only thing that's going to save me in life.
Somebody
We
said
got
let's
some
hear the
requests to hear the
let's hear
filter.
the trick. Okay,
The what?
so
What?
well, so my when I used to put trainers in, try to put trainers in by myself, I'd slide the jack from the back of the car, lift the tail shaft, put it up under there, and then lift the front of it so that it would go onto it. The way he told me is you come from the side of the tranny, you roll it, and by yourself, you roll the tranny on your side, and then you just let me see if I remember this right. Yeah,
Turn
you
it
roll
up.
you roll the tranny side, and then you just pull it over, and then it just goes right on the jack. I'm like, I've said I've been changing trannies for years, and I've never once ever done that, and it worked. And I was like,
That's right on the S10.
I'm like, well, I'll be damned. So I did it, and then we ended up slapping it up in there, and like no problem. Because once it got completely out, it was a big deal. But once it like got back in there, we were good to go. But it was he goes, you want me to teach you a trick? I'm like, I'm not gonna say no because obviously you probably know more about me because you've probably done shit more than I have. And I'll be damned, it worked. So now I know if I'm by myself, especially, boom, that's it. That's what we're gonna do.
I'm going to take this time in the middle of this, in case we forget, to go ahead and congratulate the finalists
I was gonna say, let's
of the BTE
Oh yeah.
Labor Day 250K. Friday, we saw
Oh, I gotta piss.
Deadly Devin Dudley on an absolute tear recently take the win over Brandon Michaels, MVP of the event. I might add,
100%.
they there was no award for it, but yeah, it was a unanimous agreement amongst several
Everybody.
racers that I talked to. Brandon Michaels,
MVP. 100%.
came from the virtual unknown outside of Facebook. Just all around good dude, super nice guy.
I love Brandon.
And he just, he kicked ass this weekend. He deserves his top 10 spot with no win on the drag champ list. Saturday, the big
17,
what?
AD.
going 17s.
Yes,
AD.
sir.
That's
We had a couple questions click up through the chat that I've been writing
Okay.
down
Oh
for you.
god.
They've
Okay,
been
okay.
few. The most recent one is the dude that got bit by the raccoon still alive?
It was a possum.
Yes, he
Look,
is very much so
look.
alive.
he's
My man-
alive.
my-
Yes.
My man also, we'll post the other video. My man
Oh,
also
my God.
swallowed a wrench, and there are X-rays to prove that it was in his stomach.
And
Yeah.
he ate a whole cookout meal after he got swallowed the wrench,
Yeah.
thinking that it would help it. And then he also put screws through his fucking ears. We got the video of that. I don't know how he managed to do that, but
Is his
Oh,
last name?
I haven't seen that part.
Zero
I
fucks.
know it is not. You might as well call him that. But the video
I
was
mean,
amazing.
He's like a real life, he's like Steve-O. Yeah, dude. So I mean,
The-
he's just.
A
he's
hundred
kinda-
percent.
Are you talking about the famous cookout? Like the
Oh, like the
Gross.
food cookout,
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
like the chain in the south,
Yeah.
like
Gross.
Jordan-
Yeah,
I don't
like
know.
that place that you fuckers don't have.
Ryan
It's
Gleghorn,
gross.
Ryan Gleghorn got sick from it, didn't he?
No, Jake did.
Jake Hodge did, yeah. One of them.
I don't care what
Oh,
anybody says. I don't care what anybody
He
says.
said fuck.
Cookout.
He said fuck cookout. I don't need no damn cookout.
Jason
It's
says he hasn't
gross.
heard from him in weeks. No, you're wrong. I mean, I wish I'm not gonna say somebody has a wrong opinion, but there's no way. Every time I've had cookout, well, that's a lie. I had a cookout in on my way to Piedmont, and it was not the best. It was not the best cookout I've had. It wasn't
It's
terrible.
gross.
No, dude. Every time I've had a cookout besides that one time, it has been great. One of the best. It's worth.
Is it like barbecue or what the heck is
It's
what-
whatever
what
the
is-
fuck
Okay,
you want.
okay, yeah.
It's-
Cookout has a little bit of everything.
It's-
They're the best deal of any food that you can get. Yeah,
That's
a
fair.
cookout tray is they've bumped the price up. What is it?
Like
$5.49?
$5.29 or something like that.
Yeah, or something like that.
You can get
You
a meal
get-
for $5 at cookout.
And
Listen,
it's not even a meal. It's like a 4-course fucking meal.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
They've
I'm
got
not eating
you have a choice between you get an entree and two sides, and the two sides aren't like, oh, you get French fries or fucking apple slices, McDonald's
French
bullshit.
fries.
It's
You
important
get-
to note we are not an affiliate. We're in any way sponsored by Cookout.
But we
Chick-fil-A is
will
better. Sponsor
But
us.
gladly,
if they want to,
we will
I'll start eating.
gladly accept any sponsorship from Cookout.
Chick-fil-A.
You have your choice of you can get either a quarter-pound burger, a big double burger, which is just a 2 8-pound patties. So you're getting the same amount of meats, all sorts of different toppings and stuff you can get for it.
Cody says
Dogs,
entree, 2 sides, and a big
barbecue
drink.
sandwiches, chicken quesadillas. My
Yep.
go-to normally. You get 2 chicken
Same here.
quesadillas with it. I mean,
Usually you don't
chicken
want to mess
sandwiches.
with places that have a big menu. You don't want to mess with because
Oh, no. Oh
Yeah,
no,
because
that's-
they're never good at they're not good at
Not
anything
good
because you
at
have too much
anything.
of a spread.
yeah.
But I
Yeah.
will say the milkshake's good. Like he's saying, oh,
Was
The
it like-
milkshakes are solid.
There's like 40 something flavors of
But the-
milkshakes.
the one thing I have a problem with Cookout is their sizes are fucked up.
Yeah.
Think about it. When you order I think it's a regular. That shit's small as hell. It's like boom, like one patty, and it's like boom, that's it. But a huge is like to me a regular burger. I'm like, that's fucking it. I'm like, you think that's huge? I might as well order 2 of them.
Well, see, like the sides, you get a fucking you get Cajun fries, which are like hand cut style skin on fries.
There's chicken nuggets. There's fucking wraps. There's
chicken quesadillas as a side.
as a side.
I can't believe we're having a whole conversation.
Fucking
about
chicken
Wisconsin
wraps.
cheese bites.
Yeah, I mean, does anybody Wisconsin
I'm
cheese
still trying to
bites
figure
fucking
out how
slap?
I know.
We went from the
So-
raccoon biting bite
Anyways,
guys.
We have
Anyways.
made a complete 180 from where we started to where we are now.
Yep, that's how this
It's on
goes.
the
So
chip-
congrats,
chip-
Dave Harvey, for Saturday night's win.
Okay,
over Lucas Walker.
Dave
Since we
Harvey
screwed that one up.
Jr. over nice guy, super nice guy.
I love Dave. He's the nicest guy you'll ever meet.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, over Lucas. Sunday
Fucking A.
Sunday we had
Brian Cerruti over.
we had
over Howie
Daniel,
Howie Adams.
we had Daniel Young's other daddy, besides Kevin Pollard.
Oh, that's fucked up, man.
Brian Cerruti over Howie Adams. Yeah.
Can I point out I raced Andrew back-to-back laps in the same round?
I watched that on Motor Man.
and he predicted
my.
it because we ran once. He said we'll probably run the next time too. He said
Well, I
because
told
that
him
happens to me every time.
I said,
And they
everybody I've
did.
ran so far, I've ran twice. I said, so just so you know, we're going to run again. Next lap.
Somebody called Harvey a pussy, according to somebody.
So how did it go
Mark,
down? I
called
mean,
somebody a
what did
pussy
you guys
as well?
do? Let's talk about those. Let's talk about those laps that you guys made against each other.
Oh, my God. Oh yes.
First,
I struggled this weekend. I started to get a handle. Well, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I'm absolutely making excuses right now because I'm driving a car that I drove one time before when it had a 727 and was running 780s in the 8th mile. Now it's running 680s or whatever I put on the window, and a power glide. And
hey, I'm not going to take any credit from you. You laid down good laps. The
yeah,
first-
but
the first
I
one
took
you
so
would've
much
fucked me up.
stripe. I took a ton of stripe every time I dipped the nose, which is where
Yeah.
the stripe taker came into play later
Oh man.
because I was having issues. I ran Ernie Humes. It was actually one of my first runs of the weekend, and I had asked the guy who owns the car. I said, "Hey, how well does park work in your car?" He said, "I mean, park? What do you mean?" I'm like, he said, "Well, it works fine." I'm like, "No, how well does park work in your car?" He said, "Oh, the brakes." He said, "Yeah, that son of a bitch stops. He'll stop on a dime." I said, "Okay, cool." So I'm running Ernie. He's got me covered on the tree, but I'm holding about 4. And I decide, he's coming up. I decided I'm just going to park and just, get to the end of my chain. And I brace for impact. I'm looking over. I put all 200 pounds of me onto the brake pedal, and the car goes, and I lose a total of 1 mile per hour at the finish line and take 45 for the loss to be under. So I then find out that it's low on brake fluid and the drums need adjustment and everything else. But I struggled with that the whole weekend. But no,
Looked
I
like
mean,
Not pretty good on Gleghorn.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna
Yep.
say.
no, that was
yeah.
That was on Hod.
that was Jake.
Oh, that was
yeah,
beautiful. That was beautiful.
Yeah, Hodge. Sorry, yeah.
I'm pretty. The McCandless boys actually went to the top of the hill, the mountain, I should say, which we'll get to later.
Yeah, that's on my list of things to ask about.
Oh, I
And
can't wait to hear this.
they got
one.
a video of it, and
Oh,
we're
yeah.
pretty sure from the video that he took that the right rear actually came off the ground straight Paul Northrop style.
Oh,
it,
no.
it was amazing.
See, apparently, Harvey has some sort of according to Dudley, that his interview on Saturday was, he said it where I must have said something. I didn't even watch it. We were all at fucking
I got
Bojangles.
No, we were
he-
stuck in
he
the
said it
Bojangles
was-
line. We were stuck in
Eric
the
Sandler's
Bojangles line for an
talking
hour
right
and a half.
Wait, hold on.
Harvey
says-
did say pussy.
he said he's pretty sure he was asked about the staging cable, the hand throttle.
Oh, fuck that shit.
And he said, I'm not a fan of teaching a newbie how to foot brake. That's what I'm picking up out of the chat.
No. So Caleb Ellison ran over to him while they were doing the interview. And Caleb, being a jokester, goes, "Hey, you got a hand cable in one of those things?" He goes, "Nope, I don't have a pussy."
Ooh, okay.
And I don't think Jed was like a huge fan of him saying that on the microphone into the interview.
He
But
probably fucking
he
shit
also-
his pants.
No. He also said shit and bitch in the interview. So
Oh,
Listen,
man. He's my hero all of
whatever.
a sudden.
he can't say much because I spent about 40% of my time there since I wasn't in the race because I lost and I didn't race Saturday in the tower
with me,
and everyone involved with the whole interview process. I think he should get a pass on the language.
Oh yeah.
oh,
But,
so I'll give you the rundown. Andrew would have fucked me up the first hit. What were you, 3 red or 1 red?
One
Oh,
red.
I watched I watched you race Andrew twice and fucking Jason every single time. I was up there either on the tower or in the tower for every single one.
He was 1 red. I was 21 or 23.
Yeah, 21.
And then we came back and he was what, 40?
57. I was late because it was,
57
I mean,
was out.
yeah, I was fucking scared.
Oh,
I
and
was sitting there,
Tucker.
don't be scared of red.
And I raced Tucker too.
You are the only there's 300 entries, and these dumb fucks have raced every single one of them except for me.
I didn't run you.
should
Yeah,
avoid
you're welcome.
your friends. Like pitmates are supposed to not race each other. Where are
We
you
weren't
going?
pitted together.
Well, Joe's the only dumbass running the right lane. We're all running left.
I'd rather get kicked in the sack than run the left lane.
I will say this about
Get
all of them.
fucked, Foley.
Joe did lay down halfway decent laps every single run against every single one of them.
Nope.
I'm pretty
that's a
sure
lie.
Joe's nowhere. No. You were like nowhere. You were nowhere. Maybe I missed Tucker's, but no worse
Nope,
than 25.
I was good on Tucker's. I was good on
Yeah,
Tucker's.
that's what I'm saying. You were nowhere than like
Kicked it red on
25.
Jason. Kicked it red on Jason.
Oh, that's right.
I was 21 and 17 on Andrew, and I was 23 on Tucker.
Yes.
If I can tell you anything, Sunday I was 7, 9, 18, and 15, and I didn't see second round.
Oh, damn. That's
Yeah.
We'd like to thank everybody joining on the chip this week for a what we did this weekend discussion.
Poor Tucker.
Poor Tucker, man.
He goes
Creech-
25 is
Tuck-
good. Should have told me the guys in the
Tucker
land next to me.
Creech had the worst. Like, if there was a hard luck award, it
Jason's
goes to
like, "You're
him.
scared."
No, they
Other
had a
than-
hard luck award.
in the sense that he had a fucked up transmission the entire time, and my man was putting up. I know one day his worst light was a 9, and he turned on one light.
Cody said Tucker kicked my ass.
No, we other than Tommy Borgia, who never found who never found his
fourth gear
faceplate for a G101 4-speed.
Oh,
Come
no.
out.
Press F in chat for Tommy.
Bro, the conversation we had in the tower before he made that parts call was the funniest shit I've seen in a long time.
Well, it's funny because Tommy also came into the tower and he also realized how funny it was because he was laughing about it himself.
He's the only clutch car. Why are you even asking for parts?
Just in case somebody had it. It did take Ryan a good 10 minutes to like collect himself, and he had to stare Jed in his eyes to not laugh, to be able to make the parts call.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone with this, or calling out Ryan, but like
How would you be sorry?
I mean, see, Tommy even knew how ridiculous it was, but I mean, you got to try. The funniest part of that, it started out with, we'll give you a free hat. And it ended with, with the realization of nobody's going to have it, was free entries for life from the man himself.
Oh yeah.
if this piece is brought to him, but
dude,
I went to fucking AutoZone.
Oh yeah. Well, he must have fixed it somehow because I saw him running later in the weekend. So fuck it.
He ran first, second, third.
Yeah, he was spot. It was
Oh,
third gear
he's-
spot dropping,
Fuck it, he's fine. He's good.
Yeah. Who needs fourth
which was
gear?
our suggestion to start with.
Yeah.
But I know there's some shit lined up. So Bob Blaze.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's
sorry.
hear some questions.
I've got
Sorry, let's back
I
it
got
up.
a bunch of questions from the chat, and it's basically about your weekend, I guess.
I mean, that's really what this show was.
Yeah.
Because this is the only thing
Recap.
that happened this weekend, and we had firsthand experience
Well,
of it.
What do you
Sad.
mean?
There
I was
was there was the
There was
Norwalk
another
Summit
race.
Motorsports Park race.
Who?
The top
Now-
race.
Oh yeah,
Now,
there
bitch, real
were, I
quick.
guess.
Also,
I want to bitch
press
real
F.
quick.
Press
Wait,
F
Joe's
in
got
chat
Joe's got a
for,
bitch. Everybody,
Miller
Joe's
race
got a
cars.
bitch. Joe's
I
got a
want to
bitch.
bitch real quick. I finally win a race and we skip an episode of On the Chip. Just gonna bitch real quick. Can't even talk shit.
You want to race? When did that happen?
Yeah,
Last
no-
weekend.
Shout out to
Exactly.
Joe Foley for his bottom bulb win at Darlington Dragway the week before the
There-
foot brake
there you
race
go.
that actually mattered.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Dave.
Congrats, Joe.
Congrats, Joey.
Fucking
Wow.
up 6 and top and 1 foot brake. All right. Next statement.
So there was the Summit Motorsports Park race. What was the? It was 40 on Saturday.
It was
Saturday.
It was 40 on Saturday, 20 on Sunday, and 15
15
on
Friday.
Friday.
Okay, so Kyle Cotrera owned the 40K. He got winner and runner up.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
sir.
what ended up happening is the 40K made it to like 8 pair in third round, and then it started raining. So Bader made the call, and he ran 2 races simultaneously on Sunday. He ran the 20 and the 40 in alternated rounds. I never thought he would get it
Impressive.
finished. It was an impressive feat, and I mean, it was unbelievable on his part.
It's a hell of an operation out there. It is a
Well,
premier track without question.
It's not completely unbelievable because
It is when you think about Friday.
His bestie did it for 100K the week before.
Well, on Friday,
And
it took
congrats
them
to both of them
It took
because
them until
They're
2
both
o'clock in
fucking
the morning.
badass.
2 a.m.
2
Oh,
2 a.m.
no.
on Friday to complete the 15K.
Damn, we weren't
Hey.
even half drunk by that point.
That's facts.
I don't remember.
Jeff
Friday night,
Serra.
honestly.
The man, the
Yeah.
leprechaun, picked up another win, the 20K on Sunday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the winner on Friday was Adam Albright. Am I right on
Yeah,
that?
Adam Albright. Real
Yeah.
nice Chevy too. Real nice car.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Beat
And
Travis
then,
Colangelo.
Joe, you got a little story for us from Friday with your brother there. I guess you guys don't really know what happened with that yet, but the
I'm gonna-
dragster a nasty turn.
Yeah, I'll give you as much information as I have.
I had a bird's eye view of it.
Yeah, I mean, I was sitting in the tower with Hodge and Gleghorn, and we're all just sitting there bullshitting. My car's in the lanes. And I get a call from JP, and it's 10:30 at night, whatever. And I was like, hey, what's up? He goes, before you freak out, your brother just shoved one in the wall. And I was like, I need a little bit more information there. So he goes, he's fine, but you probably want to call your parents and let them know before somebody that doesn't know anything of what's going on calls them. And I was like, all right. So I hung up and I called my dad and I was like, hey, this is where we're at. He put one in the wall, but he's okay. Just a little beat up. And then, so JP's calling me back and I'm getting info and they're calling me to my car, freaking out like, hey, you're next pair. So I walk out there and I pull into the water box with my phone still up to my ear, listening to what JP has to say. I said, give me 30 seconds. I put the phone down, pop my helmet on, make a lap, somehow win the round, shut the car off. And before I've made it to the turnoff, I'm talking to JP again, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. It just made a really hard turn. We
It
really
almost
don't.
looked like it pivoted on the center of the car in the lane.
Yeah.
Like I'd never
didn't-
seen flat spin like that before.
Yeah, it didn't turn. It did a 180 in the middle of the lane without ever moving.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, I can definitely attest to that. I was at the 8th mile. I was at the 8th mile, all the way at the top of the stands in the
Yep.
top corner. If anybody knows that spot at Norwalk, the last spot all the way at the top on the summit side, and went through. I don't even remember if he won the round or not, but
He didn't. He was like 24 dead zero. And I think Wallen was like 12 dead zero.
oh, that's right. It was Chris Wallen.
lost the ball.
And like he got down to like almost to the 1,000 foot, and the car just made a violent move and just spun. It looked like he tried to save it and then couldn't, and then it drilled the wall, and then he probably barrel rolled 4 times. It was
And
the worst crash, one of the worst crashes I ever saw.
He didn't know he rolled.
Oh yeah, he barrel rolled probably 4 times. Oh, he didn't know.
He thought he
Oh.
slid on his side for a while.
Oh well, when I looked at the cage after the run, and there was barely a little tiny scrape on the roll cage, and I mean he got pretty lucky. I mean I'm glad he's okay.
His helmet broke in half.
Really?
Yep.
Jeez, just slamming around in there. Yeah.
And the weird thing is, the rear end not locked up. The tranny's fine. So like, it's not like anything broke.
Yeah.
And it was way far enough past the finish line. He didn't lock them down.
Yeah.
So we really aren't sure yet what happened. He's just putting the car in the shop today, and we'll get a better look at kind of seeing what happened.
Was that his car?
Yeah, that was that Miller he won in a raffle
Oh,
over the winter.
okay.
So luckily, I'm not promoting anybody because I don't know if how it's going to work yet. He did have on-track coverage for the car.
Luis Insurance?
Yep.
Oh.
I keep meaning to get that.
Well, the thing is, I've been meaning to call them, and this is perfect. I'm going to get to see how that plays out firsthand, and then I'll make that decision afterwards. Just because, I mean, obviously, it's an insurance company, so it's kind of, you never know how it plays out.
I've heard nothing but good things about them compared to
Me too.
everybody else.
So
I've never heard of anybody actually having an on-track claim though. Most of the claims are,
off track.
off track. Not a lot of people actually carry the insurance on track because it's a lot more expensive.
Yeah, it's like triple the price.
The crazy thing is, do you know how much it is to cover a car on track?
I have no
it's like $1,500 a year or something for 80 grand, I think.
I was gonna say it's about $120 a month,
Yeah.
and I will 100% pay that. If they pay on that car and everything gets handled, I'll 100% pay that. I've got 70 grand in a brand new dragster. I can't replace that for $120 a month.
The fastest 632 you'll ever see.
Shut the fuck up, Dan.
It was a nasty wreck, man. It's a weird sound when that happens. I
Oh yeah.
watched it get on the track, and it's just like, like you feel like you're watching it, and you feel like you're in a dream, like you're not really watching something that's real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
every single time
firsthand.
it happens, like you feel it. Like no matter where you are at the track, like
Yeah.
somebody's. Yeah, it's weird.
All right.
Yeah. So on a lighter note, I cracked the mic for the first time
Oh no.
during or after Cal Catrera wintered and runnered up.
Winner.
I got a wow in Ron
Wow.
Huntley. I was up in the tower with Ron Huntley watching, and he pushed the mic over, and I already knew what he wanted me to say, so
That's
I gave him
great.
a wow.
That's a trademark Bob Welsh. Wow.
I guess
That's impressive because Huntley don't share the mic. He's
Yeah,
pretty good at-
I wasn't asking to say it. He put it over my face. I said, okay.
I know Huntley's watching right now. Shout out to Huntley.
Oh, yeah, he's
Oh,
always.
yeah.
I was up there I went up there to meet him. That was the first time I met him. And
Hey,
I thought
first-
I'd be there 5 minutes, and I was there for an hour.
Yeah, well, hey, first time I met him, I was up in the tower at Piedmont at the the last foot brake race.
Yeah.
And I went up there with Jason. We just went up there to get money stuff situated and a couple of little things and stuff. And we were up there for an hour and a half, probably, just
Yeah.
bull crapping.
Yeah.
You know,
He-
which I mean,
he
I
had-
can talk. Which
he-
I can
he
talk to
had some
Michael
cool
Beers for
stories.
hours, anyways.
Yeah, he had some great
And I
stories.
did. Oh yeah.
Which I can tell you this. I probably spent a total of 14, 16 hours in the announcer's booth with Jake and Ryan
That's a
over this
fact.
past weekend. I just didn't leave. It was air conditioned. I got to talk shit with them, and I got to see some ugly fucking laps. It was really fun.
There were more ugly laps than there were good ones.
Oh, that's facts.
Yeah, everybody hears
100%.
about the nasty laps, but my God.
See, when I'm on the bike, I love to call the nasty laps, the horrible laps, the laps that are just absolute shit shows are my favorite ones to call.
Oh,
127 to 94. Take a 10th.
For the W.
I hope you do the same to me.
Oh yeah, dude. He wouldn't at first. At first, they were like, blah blah blah. I'm like, no, it's 21. Put a name on it. Shit show said last week. Got to announce the bad ones. And next pair due was like 128.
You have to. It's required.
Yeah, it is.
At the
oh,
40
there
grand.
was one lap that we were up there and somebody was 185 and in control.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
no,
am
we're
I
not
allowed to
calling
say
nobody
names?
out.
Oh,
Anybody who watched Motor Mania saw it, but we're not gonna mention no names.
We're not.
Greener than a healthy front yard.
Huntley definitely didn't have that problem at the 40 grands because it was flat nasty up there. I mean,
top bulb, son.
it was brutal.
I've seen some really bad top bulb too, though.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Oh,
but-
agreed.
But it
My
just seemed like
with
it
top
was
bulb
farm.
cars. I've seen some top bulb guys turn some laps and they should be embarrassed about.
Well, it was
100%.
farm-
Have you
farm
watched
clean.
Tucker Creech let go of a top bulb?
Oh no.
Ouch.
That hurts.
That's
Oh
rough.
no, Tucker's watching too. That's hard. That's hurtful.
Lucker
That's
Creech.
mean.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Luck.
That man, I felt so bad for him. Like I said, we were talking about this earlier, but when my dude is 006 dead 4 driving the wheels off a car and getting his ass handed to him by somebody 4 dead nuts. I mean, and that's the kind of runs that he had the whole time. And I felt so bad for him as he drove better than 90% of the people at that race and got his ass waxed. Because I mean, it's just a matter of who you pull in the lanes with. I mean,
Yeah. I was telling Bob that. I mean, at Norwalk, he's sending me losing time tickets that are just disgusting. Like he's laying down laps, and I'm like, dude, you just can't. Like it's a parking job at this point in time.
Probably 3 out of my 5 best laps were up there, and I only won 2 of them. And I was
Yeah,
like, Jesus.
Sometimes it's just better off to suck.
It really is.
Community correspondent Blaze, what you got for us?
All right, man. Here's I got a couple that come out of the chat. Somebody wanted me to ask about motorhome doors and running into motorhome doors.
Oh, that's old news.
That's
Old
old
news.
news,
I don't
but
know.
That's old news.
I didn't
but
hear
what
that
I
one.
do have to say, cores, whores, and motorhome doors. I'll smash all of them. I don't care. All right.
That's fair. That's fair.
This was back at Piedmont door
Last
car race last year. Yeah. See, the children were stealing my golf cart. This would have never happened if it weren't for those damn junior dragster kids. We parked on the other side. I don't know if anyone's been to Piedmont and had to park on the spectator side of the track. They know that there's like there's a circle. It's like a round track.
I went
Cul-de-sac.
on a scooter ride over there once.
Yeah, like I said, there's a course, and the kids were taking my golf cart, which I mean, some of them had said, "Hey, can I borrow your golf cart?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't mind," because I don't care. I mean, just don't wreck shit. They didn't wreck shit. They just ran my batteries dead. And
Which he has a
so they
slow
were,
start known to man to start with.
yeah, I do. It's going to be up for raffle soon. If anybody wants a, slow golf cart for cheap,
Oh,
for
facts.
the low price of a, raffle ticket. I mean, I'm sorry, a
Waffle.
waffle ticket. So yeah, my golf cart ended up dead. This end of the night. This night Andy Lloyd won the main event. We're all over there with the Virginia guys. There was a whole bunch of shit that went on that day, but story worthy. But end of the night, we're over there, other side of the track, and my golf cart has died. It's dead. There's so I have to borrow Chris Willard's golf cart. I asked him, I said, hey, can I, because everyone's out of beer. We're almost like the reserves are almost empty at the trailer, and Gabe Taylor's and everyone else that was over there. I've been commissioned to find beer for everyone. So I take Chris Willard's golf cart, ride back to my trailer, and go right around, to the right side, like I always do, because that's where I keep all my shit. And somebody has parked right up on me. Like, not like, there's a few feet. No. The left side of his motorhome was touching the fender flare for the dually, basically. And it's really dark over there. There's no lights. So I'm riding through. It's about 2:00 in the morning. I said I'm gonna ease through there, because I don't want to cause no problems. Don't want to hurt nobody, stuff or anything. And all of a sudden, the cargo door on a Class A motorhome of said person jumped out of nowhere. I mean, it just flipped up on me, and I hit the living fuck out of this thing. It flipped up this way, and it was about 10 foot long, 3 foot wide, whatever. Scared the living shit out of me, and I proceeded to run this bastard over. So at this point, I realized that my bank account is getting thin from this situation. And it's not 15 seconds and the owner of said auto flipping door is out there screaming his head off at me. He also blamed me. He said, look, I seen you been riding your golf cart like an idiot all fucking day. I was like, whoa. I said, first off, that was them damn youngins that have been stealing my shit and running it dead. So you can't blame me for that. But
We're looking for a Hall's cough drop sponsor.
Oh,
for
no.
Andrew.
Oh yeah.
Andrew
I got some Vicks in the. Well, I could
Oh,
just
yeah.
talk like this because you can hear me fucking good as
Oh
hell.
no, not this again.
Anyways,
I was
no.
Andrew's interpreter for the weekend.
Yeah, he had to be
What
my
about you,
interpreter.
Blaze? What happened with you this weekend?
Oh, I got cut off, but okay, go ahead.
No,
You-
it's
you-
okay. It's
you-
okay.
that
It's
story-
okay.
I felt like it was forever.
No. The end of the story was that I
I
woke
felt
up
like
the
it
next-
was forever. I'm sorry. I thought it was.
You're
over.
not
Well, a
wrong.
lot happened. I woke up the next morning and stuff, and I said, okay, now I have to face this guy. I have to pay him like God knows how much to fix his fucking motorhome. And
Fisherman's friend.
he's gone. I almost bought that this weekend, actually. But he's gone. Trailer's gone. Everything's gone. I said, holy fuck, I got out of this. Until I turned around the corner and I realized there's a tag that's been zip tied to the latch on my trailer that says, call me.
Oh, I remember this story.
Yeah.
Oh, screw Andrew. We want to hear about
Extremely
Blaze's
long story short, I called him. he's very fucking nice. I told him whatever it cost to fix, let me know, and I got it. And he fixed it himself, and we're friends now. I didn't. He won't let me pay a dime.
Who is it?
And Wilkerson, Wilkerson from Roxborough. He's from Virginia.
Good friends. Good friends.
Yeah,
Don't remember his name.
Good friends. Don't know his name, but we are tight.
Well, no.
Talk all the time.
No,
We're
I
literally
talk to
best
him.
friends.
Every time I see him, we talk to each other. But
From that time I fucked up your motorhome?
what?
Seth Noble wants to write you a letter to go to the nurse's office.
He needs one.
Seth Noble forgot that we all graduated school 47 years ago.
True. Maybe not. No, you graduated school like 5 years ago. Bob and I graduated school 47 years ago.
Yeah, at least. Yeah.
The
It was
Way to
2016.
make Bob feel
questions that they want
not
to
so
ask.
old, even though
But-
you're still pretty young.
Well,
Do we have a
you
curve?
call me the granddaddy at every intro. I mean, holy shit.
do we have a
Grandpa.
curfew for this, or should I go ahead and ask Andrew these questions?
Go ahead.
So we didn't hear these.
Because people were asking how you ended up noodling in the creek.
Okay.
Oh.
Sunday was very eventful
That's probably
after the
where
race.
that's probably where you got sick.
No shit.
Hell no.
Oh no,
Hell
he was
no.
mostly before
Oh
that.
my god.
Yeah. I couldn't
It was
talk
days
in the
before
videos.
that.
Yeah, because I couldn't even talk in the videos. And I don't know how many people, like whoever asked that, if they got to see my wonderful OnlyFans photo session.
Oh, it was
But
beautiful. I took it. I
It was
the
beautiful.
photographer.
It was beautiful. Yeah. Dan's the fucking man. So we went out to the creek at the back after doing some amazing stunt work in the parking lot of Bristol Motor Speedway. And we went and took pictures at the It's Bristol Baby sign, had a good time, had to get our little family picture going. Even though Doughboy was there, and I guess he's part of the family now. But yeah, Joe went home. Fuck you. He goes,
We could have done that Saturday, but no, fuck you guys.
so I roll up there because Dan commissions me to go turn the power off in his car, which took me 45 minutes to find because it's not on the back like everybody, like a real race car.
Stalker
It's under
shit,
the
bro.
hood with
Yeah,
some
stalker
weird
shit.
shit. So anyways, I come back, on his scooter, repping his Lucas Oil helmet, and about to wreck his shit about 13 times before I even get there.
Facts.
I gave Hodge and Cleghorn and everybody a very nice bird on the way by him because I love him. But no, go swimming in the creek and stuff. And apparently they're trying to find a fucking carp, which they found.
Oh,
in
hold
this-
on. Yes, there was. We were standing by the river at the stream edge, and Donovan Williams said there was something there, and he says this is the Cliff Notes version. Yeah, there was a carp just vibing because like grass carp are definitely a thing, and Donovan reaches down to grab it, and then Gandrew was like, "Oh yeah, I'll just get in and grab it," and just balls deep, literally, in the creek. Hat turned around and all, video and everything, trying to find this thing, and as soon as he got in the water and everybody started throwing shit, we never once saw the fucking the carp again. Crazy. I mean, you never know. As soon as people start throwing rocks and put a whole person in the fucking creek, you wouldn't think that
A fish would just go.
I want to add
Yeah.
something. I have physically seen people dump their shitter in that creek.
Yeah, that's
And
what I've heard
Fact
too.
that you fuckers
But I
were
mean,
Cameron Welch goes, I catch carp in those creek all the time. Catching carp is fun. I've caught a few in my lifetime, and they're decent fish to catch.
you guys caught fucking pink eye.
I didn't go in the fucking water. I was sitting on the edge watching all the rest of these dumb motherfuckers go in there.
listen, that's down the fucking creek. We were up
It's
creek.
downstream. There's no
Yeah.
shitters to be dumped.
Yeah, we were up the damn creek. From the drag strip bullshit.
There's a
Those
lot of
heathens.
talk in there right now.
Now I did bust my ass about 19 times on that water. Like
I
I
w-
could on the rocks. I could not fucking stand up.
I was convinced Andrew was gonna eat shit. And everybody's looking at me like, dude, if he falls, you gotta do something. I said, fuck no, I'm not at work. I ain't doing that shit. If he dies, that's on him.
Such a good friend. My man can save any life.
That's a
But
damn lie.
on duty.
I just prolong it. That's all I do.
I didn't like him that much anyway.
Ain't that wrong?
All right, Blaze, let's hear about your weekend.
Dude, I still got another one. Andrew, you gonna bring him up with you to Mutt and Jeff? Like, I think he should definitely come up with you.
Hey, I've heard somebody has a foot brake entry that they're not going to use.
I'll take
And
it.
if they haven't gotten rid of it already, I'm bringing Dan with me.
I think you should bring Dan anyway.
Dan,
I'll race all day. I don't give a shit.
I'll be
good.
there.
It sounds like we could have a good time. He'll fit right in with
no,
this group.
Dan's the fucking man.
I actually
Joe,
want to
uh,
say, Joe, is
Joe,
Joe
you're
gonna
coming
go
to
to
that
the
race
Z-Max?
too.
Has
Right.
anyone said? I'm sorry. Has anyone asked anything about my excursion?
Yes, that's the last question I had for you.
Okay.
It's somebody wants to know about your hill climb.
Oh, here, I'll give you my perspective and then Andrew give you his. So we're standing because the way we were parked, Bristol. I mean, for anybody who's ever been to Bristol,
You
Bristol
have to
has
have been
that-
to Bristol to know just how much of an accomplishment this is.
I won't lie because Bristol has a 2-lane road going like to the end of the track and then to the front of the track towards the starting line. And me and Jason McCandless are standing there, and we bet Andrew $100, pretty much a gambler's race entry, that he would not climb up the side of this mountain. And I'm telling you right now, this mountain is damn near 90 degrees straight up. And I didn't realize that until I got up there about how much of a feat it was that he got up there. And he didn't even skip a beat. Man takes off and goes. And me and Jason are standing there the whole time looking up like, he ain't gonna make it. He's gonna make it about halfway. And he gets about damn near 40, probably 30-40% up there, and he sits down. I go, oh, he ain't making it. he ain't making it. But then he'd go another 10 feet, and then he stopped. And then he go another 10 feet. I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna make it. And
Did
I
he have
told
his-
you,
drunk.
Did he
and I
have his
told you-
gay dude hiking shoes
Drunk?
on?
oh fuck yeah.
No.
Oh yeah. No, yes, you did.
Wait, what?
You were in your dudes. You were
Oh
definitely.
yeah,
in your
that was
dudes.
Hey Dudes.
Dude,
Hey.
and-
That climb brought to you by Hey Dudes.
Dude,
Okay, I would have
couldn't believe
not
it.
fucking completed that shit if I had Vans or literally anything else on. I would have never made it. But
Oh, and-
those fucking
Go ahead.
the dudes took me the distance.
While we're on Hey Dudes, I'm going to tell you right now, as a junior dragster pit crew member, Hey Dudes are the worst possible shoes for that. And I wear them still, but I actually have to take the bungee
Hey.
string out of them, and it sucks. Because-
It's funny because the last time, like when we went to at the footbag race at Piedmont, I wore my dudes all the whole weekend, and I went up to watch Dan run, and when he like blew the radiator cap off his shit because it was like
Oh
100
yeah.
and
It wasn't even
260
hot.
degrees.
No, it wasn't even hot. It was just because it was this bullshit cap
Anyways.
that was like barely finger tight.
It was
We're not
older
worried
than
about
me.
we're not worried about your stalker bullshit. Anyway,
Mhm.
so I tried to get back across the starting line in the dudes, and it took me a total of 9 minutes to get 15 feet because every step I took,
He's
those
out of 'em.
fuckers were like, we're not going nowhere. They said, oh fuck. It's not like they're tied down either. So every time you try to walk, they're coming the fuck off. They're finding a way off your foot. So
That's
yeah, I
fact.
feel your pain.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I'm glad you made it because that is a hell of a climb.
If he
And,
would have started rolling, he'd have been fucked.
oh my, yeah.
The whole
Oh,
time.
You
we
guys
were
were
bu- the whole-
scooping up in that trash can you were riding.
oh yeah.
hey,
Me and
hey.
Jason are standing from the bottom going, if he starts rolling, I'm like, he might die. I'm like, he's fucked. I'm like, there's no stopping him because
There's so many videos of them debating on which one was going to attempt to catch me, and none of them would take responsibility for it.
fuck no. Because you would have taken me out, and I don't know if I'm better to hit me or hit the ground because you would have hit the flat part of the grass and then the ground. I would have made sure that no other cars would have hit you, but I'm not. I ain't catching you. You got this.
If he dies, he dies.
That was my motto. If he dies, he dies. I just can't prevent it.
Oh shit. Well, that wrapped up my questions that I had in the chat.
Let's hear about you, Blaze.
I mean, what do you want to know? I had a really eventful weekend.
Let's hear it. Let's hear the highs and the lows.
There's a lot of stuff that I can't address on here because it pertains to my ex.
Oh
ex,
no.
and we're just gonna leave those out. But if anybody wants to see
FTB.
if anybody wants to see the messages and the whatnot that I was getting, I will gladly share them with you privately. But long story short, my kids have been on fire lately at the racetrack. I'm gonna blame it in part on the Corona League because I'm making them practice. They're turning into killers, so I'm gonna enjoy the short time I have left at driving my own cars. But Brennan is 8, just started in July, and he's in his 5th race, gets a runner-up. We had a little cherry. I'll address the cherry picking because we normally talk about pet peeves on this show.
Yeah, this will be good. I was hoping you were going to talk about this.
Oh.
I'm going to add a pet peeve for me. All right.
Oh, here we go.
I legitimately got pissed off, and we're down to 6 cars in juniors. There was 14 or 16 to start, and then re-entries and stuff in the younger division class. So Brennan's down to 6 cars. This is his 4th ever race. This is the most rounds he's gone. He's fucking pumped. Tameless tiger to the front. That's right, Lou. But we've been, my kids prefer different lanes. Brennan likes the right lane. Blaze Jr. likes the left lane. So I stagger them when I pull them up. I normally put one up front and try to put one in the back of the lane so they don't race each other. So we're down to 6 cars. Brennan's at the front of the line. A young lady who has been running right lane all day pushes her car up in the lane behind Brennan, in the right lane, where she's been running. So we're waiting on the other 4 cars to come up, and her dad walks over to her, fine gentleman that he is, whispers something to her, and then grabs her car, backs it up, and pushes it up beside Brennan. Now, mind you, in the last 6 cars, we're the last 1190 car. The last of the cars that are absolute bitch to dial. The most inconsistent shit in the world. The 890 stuff's where it's at. We're the last remaining 1190 car. And I looked at my old man and I said, "Do you fucking see that?" And he nodded. And I looked at another guy that was with us, and he goes, "It's karma. It's gonna get him." And I'm like, "It's not the point, But I let it go. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let this go. So they race. Brennan loses. I go down to the end of the track. Now, mind you, the more that I thought about this, the more that it bothered me. So I go down there, and the guy's daughter's down there getting out of the car, and the guy starts pulling up. So I walk over and I tell the girl, I said, "Hey, good job, good race," and I grab Father of the Year, pull him aside, and I said, "Hey, why'd you guys switch lanes?" And he basically blatantly told me that he cherry picked and
lost.
Well, they won. He won in the cherry. And I said, "You know what? I get it. You're looking for the easy race." I said, "But that's bullshit. And that's no way to raise a kid. That's no way to teach a kid how to race." I said, "It's fucking bullshit, And he looked at the ground like I think he knew he was wrong. And I just let him know that I didn't think much of his tactic. But like I said, it's not the girl's fault. So
It probably isn't the first time he's done it.
No, it's not.
And it's probably the first time he's been called out.
See, that's how you end up with silver bullets.
Yep.
Oh
exactly.
no.
Got him.
And like I said, it's not the girl's fault. It's not the kid's fault that her dad's an asshole. And I got no problem with that. Like I flat out, when she won fair and square. I mean, she didn't do anything wrong. She actually pushed her car into the lane she wanted. It was her dad that talked her into moving lanes. And, she ran a good race. I can't take nothing away from her. Good job, kid. Happy for you. Dad, on the other hand, you should be ashamed of yourself. I used to not think anything bad of this person. Now I think he's a piece of shit. And, you know, I'll flat out tell you that. I mean, I'm not really a sugarcoat kind of guy. But yeah, that's my new addition to the pet peeves list. And then the second race, they ran right lane the whole race. Brennan made it to the finals, got to run his buddy, got a ton of excitement on GoPro, which
Saw
is
that.
the after
That
the
was cool.
after pass on the GoPro is better than the racing part itself. Like I absolutely love, like I'll fast forward through the racing part to see what they say and do after the race. And it is awesome. It's, you know, totally worth it. These things, the 1190 shit is so freaking frustrating. I want to pull my hair out, but then I see my kids win rounds and I'm like, they're so excited and they're loving it so much that, you know, makes it worth it. I mean, it's pain, but it's worth it.
Shout out to Nathan Benish and Russ Benish on
Yes,
his first
Corona
win.
members.
Yeah.
Nathan kicked ass, man. He had a rough start to the weekend, found his groove, and when he found it, man, he was laying down laps. That kid is going to be tough, and I've said it all along. He's going to be tough.
No doubt.
Um,
Well, we've been on for a while, so let's wrap this thing up here. I think
Before we end it,
Yeah. Thanks to Dan Young coming on with us, BSing. Dan, you got anybody you want to thank?
Nah, just my whole.
No
I mean, all my-
sponsors? You don't have
I
any
mean, well,
sponsors?
I do. Lucas.
But
Oil, I mean,
how about, don't you have a mustache sponsor or anything?
I I should have some sort of mustache wax sponsor, but I guess I don't yet. I guess I need to get on that. But nah, I've been with Lucas Oil for about about 10 or 11 years now. They've been pretty great to me. But yeah, no, just the whole family. I mean, they support me through everything and put up with all my shit. So I'm pretty, and even all my friends, even the McCandless donated a shifter cable to me this weekend that got fucked up, and they ended up taking one out of their Roadster and letting me use it. So I was able to run the rest of the weekend. So I'm pretty thankful for all them and Andrew and everybody and Joe, all them, man. That's I can't. They're all great.
Racing families are awesome, man. That's for
definitely
sure.
got that right. All them boys they're good dudes.
100%.
Definitely enjoy racing with those guys. I wish we got to race a little bit more, but it just makes the times we do get to race at the same time that much.
I'll see you guys at Mason Dixon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a couple
see
weeks.
you
At
in a month.
least.
Yeah. Month. Isn't it a month?
In a month.
Yeah. Yep. So anybody else got anything to say?
Before we end it, Saturday makes 20 years.
Sad, man.
Go,
Yes, it
go
does.
thank a first responder this weekend.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we got the whole Top Fuel car wrapped up in Maple Grove, all 911.
Sweet.
No shit, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's badass, man. Dude, the 9/11 Memorial is definitely one of the in New York is something you go to once, you never go to again, but it's super
That's the thing. We all lived in New York when it happened, so Dad's very, very big on it.
Oh, I love that.
So-
That's awesome.
9/11 is an especially tough day for me. I mean, beyond the 9/11 thing, the current woman ruining my life was born September 11th. So
His close to home.
it hit pretty hard because I gotta, deal with her on a daily basis now. Like she's in the comments section here telling us it's her birthday on 9/11. So happy birthday, Brooke.
Oh, thanks, Tucker.
Who wants to give her the old shut her down?
I think Dan is the
Dan, you
special-
know about the shut her down?
I don't know about the shutter down, but I guess I'm gonna know about it here soon.
And
And
it's not
it's
down.
DAHN.
It's Dan.
Dan.
DAHN.
Don, damn, Don.
Just say
Shut
shutter
her
and
down.
your
A
name.
lot of us are from Pittsburgh area, so
Yeah,
Oh,
just say
God.
shutter and then your name.
Shutter Dan. It was fuck. I can't. Shutter Dan.
Okay. That was like a southern version of it.
That's all I got,
Hey,
bro.
boys.
That's all I got.
Later, boys.
Later,
Thanks,
boys.
guys.
Thank